Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
Inevitable. Oh yeah. This is another Khaos Central production. It's your boy Comet Chat with another fire intro. Rule of 3 is the name of the show, and I made it here for my main man, Mr. Chris Knight. I hope you like it, bro. So here we go. Well, the Rule of 3 is the name of the show. It stars Chris Knight, Comet Chat, and Nzo. Third Monday of the month at 9 o'clock, so don't be late, cause that's when the fun starts. We talk about this, we talk about that. 5 questions, decide fiction or is it fact? 3 cats that all came together like Run DMC. We're tougher than leather, so grab a seat, strap on in. The Rule of 3 is about to begin, so let's go. Rule of 3 is a show, Khaos Central is the channel. It stars me, Chris Knight, and Nzo. 3 casts with one singular vision to make this channel the best channel on YouTube, the best channel on the planet. Peace.
Is there any stuff?
What is up, everybody? Yes, it's Monday night. We didn't go last week. We're going this week. It is the Rule of 3. Welcome, one and all. We've got some interesting things we're going to try to do tonight, a little different than normal, but not completely different. We're going to have some interactive polls in there for you guys, kind of to do with the subjects we're going to be talking about tonight. And yeah, and surprise, surprise, the new way of doing fact or fiction to try to speed things up and get more results worked. Out of the past 2 weeks, or 2 times, we've had 10 total. We're going to answer 9 of them tonight, so that's a good surprise. But let's talk to the usual suspects here. Let's start right here to my technical left, which is actually my right, but whatever, you know, hey, that's how it goes. Left, Nzo of Biggaford Entertainment. Nzo, please tell everybody about yourself and what you got going on.
Yes, sir. I am Biggaford Entertainment. You know the name, you know the channel. Khaos Central, Biggaford Entertainment. Just good to be here and can't wait to get the show started. Let's do it.
Awesome, yes. And Danny, how about yourself?
You can find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom. Also, my second channel, The Way I See It. Steady trying to pump out a bunch of shorts and trying to do some spiritual stuff on Mondays and Fridays. So, like Nzo said, ready for the show. Should be fun tonight.
Awesome, yes. Like I said, we took a week off last week, but that's all right. We had some things going on. I am Chris Knight. Real Review 3000 is my channel, of course, here on Khaos Central, on Star YT, sometimes down there on the Road to Wisdom and other channels that he might have maybe later on. I don't know. We'll find out. And also Nzo over there every once in a while. And anywhere else you can find me, because I try to go on as much as I can when I can. All right. So,
what's this I hear about Eli actually winning something?
Fake news.
Oh, it's a lie. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So he's
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. If I go really quick here, guys, let's see here. If I go to media assets and I go to the Real Review 3000 right here, you will see that I have this up. This is really how it is. See, now he tried to change that and tried to make it look like it meant he was won something, but just no, that didn't happen.
Okay, so that makes more sense. I'm a little happier now. First, I was like, wait a minute. Eli, he's the loser, and he will always be the loser, so that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. That's how it goes. Yeah. So, all right, real simple. We got 3 doors. My 2 compadres here. We're gonna pick one of those 3 doors, and then we're going to take turns, 3 minutes each, 3 minutes as a group, and we're going to talk about those topics. Now, I think who picked last time first? Was it Nzo or Danny?
No, I think Danny did.
Okay. Then let's go to pick it. Pick something.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Of course, because I am the top dog, I am going to go with number
Number 3.
one, and number one always. Hey, watch your mouth, Chris.
Because that's so original.
No, he did not.
No, this is fake news again. He did not win a round of What the Dub. He didn't. It was totally fake news. Mm-hmm. Anyways, the first question tonight, if it'll go there. All right, you can steal any prop, artifact, or object from a movie and bring it into the real world, thus making it a real object that works the way that the movie lets it work. No rules, no limits. What do you take, and how would you use it to shake up reality? And don't just be humble about this. Be chaotic. Thank you very much. 3 minutes on the board, and I'm going to have Nzo start this one since he picked. But that's not
okay. Go back to that question one more time.
Yep.
I got that. Okay. Can that be a power too, or just an object? It has to be an object.
I was just about to ask the same question. A prop.
It's a prop. So it has to be a physical object. I mean, like Thor's hammer, millionaire, anything like that. As long as it's a physical prop, not like a superpower. I don't think I would count that as a prop. That's an ability of the person. So a prop.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here you go. And guys, those of you in the chat, check for the polls. We're going to be doing a poll for everybody, not just for everybody, but as we go along, there'll be 3 each time we go. So here we go. 3 minutes. Your time starts now, Nzo.
Yes, sir. So the prop I actually thought about, I was thinking about Milner, but since it's only a prop and I can't get the actual power of God, I'm going to have to go with my original thought, which is hands down all day, every day, a lightsaber from Star Wars. You give me a lightsaber from Star Wars, and I wouldn't say I'm invincible, but I would definitely be chopping off people's heads and arms, just like George Lucas did. I think when it comes to, if someone says something that I didn't think about, I'm going to be vexed right now because that's the first thing that came to my mind. But I just think I would go with I'm not going to say purple because that's Danny's thing. I was going to say purple lightsaber just to, kind of get on Danny. But no, I used to play Force Awakens. And in Force Awakens, he used to have a black lightsaber. And the black lightsaber was an unstable lightsaber, but it was actually very powerful. It was stronger than the rest of the other lightsabers. Now, don't quote me on this because I don't remember the game that much, but I definitely would take the black lightsaber, always bet on black. And I think it would be a great prop to use in the real world. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't really think of anything else. So yeah, definitely I would take a lightsaber. That's all I got.
Okay. That's all you got. Okay, yes, guys, sir. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to answer that question. The poll is up, and that poll reads, yes. The question is it a surprise that Nzo picked a lightsaber?
Absolutely not, because David Quintana saying go on or go. Oh, I don't get that.
You don't get the answer. Oh, it's a poll. It's a poll for the people out there.
Well, I better get no to chat. You guys better not mess around and be like, no, Nzo was right. He picked the lightsaber.
And we're going to stop that one here in just about maybe a minute. All right, Danny, 3 minutes, go.
Well, as much as I love Mace Windu, a lightsaber ain't gonna do me no good without the Force. So I'm gonna get the Infinity Gauntlet because it has 6 powers in one. I got soul, space, mind, reality, power, time. I can do all that stuff. So somebody gets on my nerves, snap, do whatever. So it's hands down. I was doing between that and Moonir, but Moonir has a little bit of limitations. Maybe not Moonir, but Stormbreaker. because Stormbreaker had the space bridge, whatever you want to call it. Moonir didn't have that particular power. But yeah, hands down. See what Thanos did. You can do a lot of good with that, and a lot of evil. You can change reality to bend it to your will, space, knucklehead minds, and all kind of stuff. So yes, I would definitely use the Infinity Gauntlet for good, and I would do a lot of things. Probably some naughty, some nice, but definitely Infinity Gauntlet is the most powerful object that I see in any of the universes. So that would definitely be my choice.
What would you do with it?
Cheat code.
Oh man, I'd do all kind of. I'd be rich beyond beyond your wildest imagination.
Man, turn
I
back time.
I would never age. I'd go to and here, from and there. See whoever I want to see, real life, whatever.
See,
All
I
right.
actually misunderstood. I thought you could do the prop, but you couldn't get power or anything from it. But I mean, if the prop is giving me power, then yeah, 100%.
Well, I think the Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones does give the power, but
But
the
so does
lightsaber.
Mjolnir, right?
Yeah, I guess it would, but maybe not all the ones that he would
If you're
want.
worthy, but I'd rather have Stormbreaker and Moonir. I think Stormbreaker has more power.
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. And I'll change my answer if that's the case. Then I am gonna go with Mjolnir because ain't nobody else can touch Mjolnir but me, right? So I get
No,
Mjolnir.
that's
I
not
get the
true.
why?
Captain
If they're
America
worthy.
did it,
Well, if they're worthy,
and
Vision.
Jane did, and
the
Vision.
chances of them finding people that are actually worthy to lift it are probably rare because everybody is shady and into things. Even
Well, you
Danny
could lift it,
probably might.
Nzo. You could lift it.
Hey, first off, you're probably right. You're probably right, but but if I could, no, actually, no, screw that. I'm worthy. Yeah, 100%.
All right. Here we go. My one. New poll up, guys. If you want to vote, you guys can vote too. I was just kidding about not being able to vote. The new poll now states very simply, which stolen movie item would cause the biggest real world disaster? The Infinity Gauntlet, Back to the Future time machine, Jedi lightsaber, or ring from Lord of the Rings?
I forget about
Vote right now.
the DeLorean. That
Yeah.
could cause some problems too.
Which is my pick. I would pick the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Not only does it allow me to go back or forward in time.
I'm shocked. I thought you have a proton pack from Ghostbusters.
No. Because listen, man, nuclear accelerator to the back. That's even they had an issue with that. No, I would definitely do the Back to the Future thing. I don't know, maybe go back and from a distance watch my dad and I don't know, things like that, or go in the future and see what my kids end up being after I'm gone or something. I don't know, grandkids, anything like that. Of course, got to be careful with it. So, I don't know. I'd probably screw something up. That's how I do things. You've seen me fuck things up on the stream enough times. You know that I'd hit the wrong button or do the wrong thing somehow. But no, I would definitely.
Oh, go ahead.
You what? No, go ahead.
I'm definitely giving them scoreboards to my son or grandson in the future. That's happening.
Well, if I find one of those, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm coming back and go like, here you go, kids. Have this. Have some fun. Yeah, but I don't know. I've always loved that movie. I always loved that prop, and the practicality of it, bringing it back would be fine, except for there is the plutonium thing. So I guess I would actually go and get the one from the end of Back to the Future, or the one from Back to the Future 2 on
with the garbage disposal.
Yes, because that's practical. Instead of taking my garbage out every day, I just go and shove some of it in that every day. There you go. But no, that's what mine is. And yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think the practicality of it's pretty cool. You can go see if things change. Heck, I can go back 8 years from now and no, he was in then too. Damn it. 20 years ago and Trump wasn't here as president. So there you go. I'm not just kidding. All right. We're gonna do 3 minutes for all of us to talk about it. So we have the gauntlet, and we'll go ahead and throw the lightsaber in because he said that. And Nzo, we know he'd just be greedy and bring both back. I mean, let's be honest. And then the Back to the Future time machine, and then the Mjolnir. Actually, he said Mjolnir and lightsaber, gauntlet, and the Back to the Future time machine. So 3 minutes. Let's talk about that. And the voting's over for this one, guys. So we got a new one coming up here really quick. Go ahead. Somebody start.
So yeah, definitely. I think a lightsaber is a good choice. I do, but man, if you get the powers of the Infinity Gauntlet or the powers of Mjolnir, and Danny's right. I mean, the Infinity Gauntlet would probably be a better weapon because if Mjolnir would just give me the power of a god, but Infinity Gauntlet, you can snap people out of existence, and Chris would be the first one to go.
It wouldn't work though. That's the problem. It just wouldn't work. You're not that lucky.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work. Chris got some snap.
I know what I would snap out of existence, Nzo.
What would you snap?
Them streams on Saturday night that be going deep in the rabbit hole. Oh yeah, okay. No.
Wait, what stream Saturday night?
The alien one.
The alien one. The alien one that goes deep down.
Oh yeah. Oh my lord, yeah. 100%.
I don't know why he was talking about the whole. I don't know, Peter Pan and
Chris made it a point to be like, no, Shifty. Like I never seen him go at Shifty so much.
we went 2 hours after that off stream.
Oh my lord!
Did you really?
No,
yes, we did.
Oh wow! Yeah, no.
It was a late night, more so for them because they're Eastern. But anyways, okay. So those. Let's go with those 4.
Man, I know a few females that could get snapped out of existence too as well. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing.
You don't want to give me nothing? Snap.
Here's the thing.
Then hold on, Chris. Let me go. Huh? Then I'd go back in time, bring her back, so that she remembers what I did, and be like, "Oh, you don't want to give me none again?" Snap.
Wow.
Until she says, "Okay, you got it."
Wow.
And here's what we do. We make the time machine a little bigger so we could all 3 fit in it without being too close. And we take the other 3 objects and we go and we wreak havoc in the world, like the universe, with that. I mean, we'd have to. I mean, that's the only way to make it work.
Let's just put it this way: if I had the DeLorean, I would be the ruler of the universe. Simple and plain. I go back in time, and every lotto for a year I would play. I would play. I would be the richest man in the world, which is power, right? Money is power. So pretty much.
It is. It is. No,
the future to see if they find out something to extend life, because they ain't do no good if you.
Oh, that too, Danny. That too.
Well, but Mjolnir kind of does that because, like Odin, I mean, as a god, lived for a very long time.
They're fruit off that tree. That what gives them long life.
See, I wouldn't want to live forever, but for a long time, yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
Let me get that forever going.
You know what, Danny? I think so too, but at a certain point, you be watching everybody die. You know what I mean? And
if I got that power,
well,
you get 10 more years.
True.
You get 10 more years, but if you don't, okay. No, it wouldn't be good for me to be a guy because I would not have to deal with that power.
No, Danny well, now here's the question, Danny. When you snap, it's done. One snap. What do you do with that one snap? Because that's basically like a wish. Boom, done.
No, I ain't gonna snap use all 5. I'm gonna snap just use that one. Go kill them when they use all 6 of them together. No, I ain't trying to balance nothing. I'm trying to deal like when he used that one thing, like he fooled Gamora and old boy at that place. He used the thing to fool Tony Stark. If he uses it one at a time, I ain't trying to do the ultimate snap and I'm just
I got you. You're trying to
I ain't trying. I might use 2 max, but all 6, that ain't happening because I know I'll be dead. Nope.
okay, I got you. Makes sense. That I get that. That's good.
What else?
Okay.
If you were to include power, I want the flash power. Because he can go anywhere he wants
does
to.
the Speed Force ring do it? No,
Hey,
well,
hey,
I mean,
Flash.
one of the forms of the Flash, it's because of the ring, isn't it? No, none of them. Okay,
No,
The
it's always
ring,
Speed Force.
the ring is what he keeps his suit in.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. All right, I'm going to stop that poll. We're going to go over all these polls before Final Five, just so you guys know. We'll go over all those. We're going to have 3 more for this next topic, so be ready. I'm trying to keep this as interactive for you guys as possible. Keep you awake out there. Next one, we're going to have Danny pick. Danny, 2 or 3?
Let me get number 3.
Number 3. I believe I start this one. Well, here we go. The NFL season is almost here, so it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Tell us, what's your team's record this year? Because we all know who each other's teams are. So we're talking about your team. Danny, it's Commanders. Nzo, it's Steelers. And me, it's Kansas City Chiefs. What's your team's record this year? Do they make the playoffs? Then give us your percent chance they go all the way. No bench warmer predictions. We want bold insights, not hedge bets, guys. Okay? So I'm going to start this one. I got to get my first poll up first, guys. Sorry, it's I need to write StreamYard and tell them you need to make it so we can do the poll directly from.
How did I pick and don't start?
Because these are designed. Some of these questions for the poll are designed like that. Go ahead. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. No. Well, the last one was meant for Nzo. The next one is kind of meant for you, but I can put these anywhere. It doesn't matter. So go ahead. 3 minutes. You start with the Commanders. Tell me what's their record? Do they make the playoffs? And what's their percent chance to go all the way? 3 minutes, go.
I think the Commanders, I'm seeing, I don't know why I'm seeing 10-8 in my head, but 10-8, I think they do make the playoffs. I don't know what their depth they got now. I know they just signed that new wide receiver. I think they go make it to the second round, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're strong enough to go to the Super Bowl. But I think they're going to go further than they did last year. I think their window is going to be in the next couple of years as the quarterback gets more reps and gets more confidence. But I definitely think they're going to have a winning season. I'm going to say 10-8. They make it to the second round of the playoffs, but I don't see them making a Super Bowl this season.
Okay, but what percent chance do you give them to go all the way?
All the way?
Yeah.
The football guys are good, and the right people get injured.
Oh,
I think they got a 50%, 50 to 60% chance of going. If everything lines up and our teams stay healthy and certain teams, they're gonna finish second behind the Eagles. It's gonna be Eagles, us. I ain't sure. Dallas maybe. Dallas and Giants, that's a toss up. But we're gonna be second in our division. I'm certain of that. And I think if we stay healthy and certain teams don't stay healthy, you get a between 50 and 60% chance of making it.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's it so far. Fingers crossed. Toes crossed too.
Nzo. Time for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3 minutes. Time starts now.
Well,
first poll's done, guys.
You guys already know the answer I got for this one. Steelers are going to Super Bowl. Plain and simple.
You lying. You don't believe in Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so now that you said that, I gotta say you are 100% correct. Yes, I do not believe in Aaron Rodgers, but at the end of the day, I do think that the Steelers have a good team, right? We've never had a losing record. And I think one of the biggest problems that they've had
Well,
was
you mean your coach hasn't had a losing record?
well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and since he's been the Steelers head coach, right? So they haven't really had a losing record. So at the end of the day, I have to sit here and think that maybe there's a good possibility with a good quarterback. Now, Aaron Rodgers. Oh my God. Okay, so Aaron Rodgers is not that good of a quarterback, but I think he'll actually fit in with the team. I got to be careful what I say because I know Danny's going to clip it and he's going to use it against me. So I have to be extremely careful what I say.
Not
Now,
me.
I'm not a fan of Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks that we had since Ben Roethlisberger, right? Now, can he still do the things that he used to do? I doubt it. But at the same time, I do think he'll be able to help us out. Not to mention the fact that, and I know Danny's gonna be like, yeah, that don't mean nothing, but we did actually pick up some what Brian told me, Odell Beckham Jr. So Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be one of our wide receivers. It'll probably be the third one or second one, whatever. Which I think really helps. If he plays good, if he plays like Odell Beckham Jr. and then we have Aaron Rodgers, I think that we could do some damage. The only problem is both of these guys are old, right? And at the end of the day, when it comes to football, you got to have a lot of young talent in there. So we've always had a top 10 defense. I think we're like 6 or something like that, maybe even 3. I can't remember what it was I read. But the defense stays on point and the offense has just enough to win the games. I think that will definitely make it to the Super Bowl because as we know, Patrick Mahomes is not the same Patrick Mahomes that he was a few years ago. Patrick Mahomes does not have Tyreek Hill, and that's why he hasn't won. That's why he didn't win last year. This is as simple as that. So
why did he win the year before without him?
Because everybody else was trash.
Whatever. Boy, your answers are so like yes and no. It's not even funny. All right. So what's their record though? Undefeated.
I'm gonna say for some reason I have 12 and 12 and
6. I don't believe that.
Yeah, about 12 and 6. I'll give 12 and 6.
12 and 6. So 10 and 8, 12 and 6. Of course, Danny's kind of realistic. I would give the Commanders more like a 65% chance, but he was right around that 50 to 60. And of course,
Commander's gonna be like 8 and 8, bro.
And of course, like Onzo always does, his pipe dreams of
let me see what
non-reality.
Yeah, go look at the Steelers' record last year.
Looking at the schedule, they're playing the Vikings the second season. That's the Bengals. Bengals again. Bills.
Yeah, I mean, but
they should beat the Dolphins. They should beat the Browns.
And halfway through the season, he'll be saying that Brett Favre Aaron Rodgers is the worst quarterback in the world. That's what he'll be saying.
Well, y'all got a tough. You seen your schedule also?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I mean, so first off, the Steelers usually has Cincinnati's number. You can go look at the records. We win way more than we do against Cincinnati, so that's not a problem. That's a rivalry. I'm not even worried about that.
Y'all should beat the Jets. Y'all should beat the Seahawks. Y'all should beat the Patriots. I ain't sure about the Vikings. Y'all should beat the Browns. I ain't sure about the Bengals. I ain't sure about the Packers.
The Steelers ended up last year with 10 and 7. So 12 and 6 is not a bad reality.
No. That's perfect. I'm right down the road.
All last 5 games is the Bills.
It's your,
Ravens.
I think your issue is to get to the playoffs, and then you guys have used everything in the tank and you die. But maybe I'm wrong this year. I don't know. We'll find out. New poll up now, guys. Vote over there. Again, we're going to go over all those polls here in just a little bit. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Let's see here. Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be a little conservative and say 12 or 13-4. 13-4. And
conservative. Okay.
Say 16-1. I mean,
Whew.
I'd say 12
Y'all second game
5, 13-4, somewhere around that. They're going to make the playoffs. I'm pretty darn sure of it. And their percent chance to go all the way, 90%. It's on the record, guys. There you go. You guys always want to hold my feet to the fire. There you go. Either 12-5, 13-4, somewhere around there, or one like right there.
I'm being serious. Y'all got a pretty easy schedule, Chris.
I seen it, but I mean, again, we're gonna have Rashee Rice is going to be gone for at least 4 games, and a lot of people are basically leaning into that 6 game because he owned up to doing what he did, and he got found guilty in court, and he has a sentence and all that. And 6, I think, might for your first offense be, especially as just coming off your rookie year, might be a little steep. I'm hoping for 4 as a fan. I'm ready for 6 if they call it. But let's see here. Xavier Worthy is 1 year in, and we saw how Rashee Rice responded by the end of the first season. Xavier Worthy was heading that way, and I think he's going to be better this year. If Hollywood Brown is doing all right, there's that. We still have some good support wide receivers. Travis Kelce, I don't think he's finished, but I think that there's some other guys on the tight ends squad that can help him out. And if the wide receivers go, I think it'll help him out. We have Kareem Hunt again, and he did wonders for this team last year. I'm not saying he was a beast like number-wise, but he definitely gave us another dimension. I don't think he's done. And then we still have Pacheco. I think he's a good. That's one good 1-2 punch. We have a good kicker. We have a pretty darn good punter. If he can do punt, if he has good punt accuracy this year, I think that they have a heavy chance. But they've always got the big ones like the Bills and the Ravens that they're going to have to get past. Maybe, I don't know, because I'm not sure. The Bills might not be much this year, and I'm not saying that because I don't think they can be. It seems to be a typical thing in the NFL that when you're a part of the what's the HBO show? The training camp show.
Which one?
The training camp show on HBO. Oh God. And see, now I forgot about it. What the name of it was. Let's see here. First and 10, I think. Yeah. Or no, Hard Knocks. That's it. Hard Knocks teams typically seem not to do well. The Jets were there, and a lot of people think their attention was not on anything but Aaron Rodgers that year. And then when he went down, that was a problem. We've seen it with I think the Baltimore Ravens had a problem with it. The Dolphins have had a problem with it. A lot of teams get distracted by all the cameras and stuff. I'm not saying the Bills will. It just seems to be a precedent set. Now, the Bills, again, I'm waiting for the Bills to win a Super Bowl, truthfully. I mean, I don't know how they haven't yet, but I think that I do believe that Josh Allen will win at least one Super Bowl, if not a couple. I think he's one of those ones that's a quarterback that's sorely underrated. 3 minutes to talk about it. Let's go. I mean, what do you think? Is Danny there? What do you think is
I don't want to see Josh Allen win one before Lamar Jackson.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They're both that they're both at that point where they've been close and they just haven't sealed the deal.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's because they're bad. I just think I think it's something up here. Every time they get there, something breaks down. And I don't know, either like Josh Allen always near the end of games when they're close against the Chiefs or other people he's gone up against in the playoffs, he thinks he has to do it all by himself, even when he's had a team.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, I think he gets to the point where he thinks he has to force it down the field.
He needs to stop because he has a tank behind him running.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And then they don't use that again. Why they don't use that, I don't know. But so here's a question for you guys. I said probably not Jacksonville, but Baltimore or Buffalo are our biggest obstacles as a Chiefs fans. What are your biggest obstacles for your team? The biggest team or teams, two teams for your team.
Man, the freaking Eagles, okay. And who else? Not really an obstacle, but it's just such a rivalry. Is Dallas, but the Eagles definitely. If we get a win against the Eagles, then that will drastically build up our confidence. But I think our main nemesis is the Eagles.
Okay. You know what's funny? Obviously for us, it's the Baltimore Ravens, hands down. I think we definitely gonna have a problem with them. You know, they're gonna be even better than they were last year. Maybe the same, but even still, they still won the division. Hopefully Lamar Jackson doesn't have that great of a year this year, but if he does, yeah, they're going to be pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, him. Well, I think right now he's injured. I think I read that somewhere.
Who is?
Lamar Jackson. But I don't know why. But if that big tank Derrick Henry boy, if he got one more season like he had last couple seasons, man.
He doesn't seem to be growing old. But I guess it's kind of like Bettis. Bettis was like that. He retired. I think Bettis retired before he was done. Like before he couldn't do it anymore. Bettis was one of those guys that just run right through you, and he didn't have to do a whole lot. So
he's 31, so his window is closing.
It's closing, but I don't know. I mean, I put it this way: as a fan of the Chiefs, I'm always worried when we go up against them. But the problem is against the Chiefs, they haven't just kept handing it off to him. They've just stopped, and I don't know what thought process was behind that.
That might be what's going to be the saving grace, because I think the year that he says, "Okay, this is my last year," and he ain't got nothing to lose. Maybe. But I think the same token too. What I'm really keep going back to is Christian McCaffrey. I think Carolina shortened his career.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He can never stay healthy. San Francisco on paper should be dominating everybody. On paper, they had two receivers, one of a top 10 tight end, top 10 number one running back for years. They can't seem to punch it in. I don't understand it. And Brock Purdy, he was perfect for that offense. He was perfect for that system. And I don't understand, because on paper, they should be killing everybody.
I agree.
Right there, San Francisco can't stay healthy. That's true. And is he scheduled to come back this year?
They got rid of Deebo Samuel, so I forgot what Deebo going to. I'm not sure about Brock Purdy, but and if McCaffrey can't stay healthy, Kittle can't do it by himself. I can't think of the other guy that plays with him. He signed a big contract last year.
Yeah.
Number 2 receiver.
Another wide receiver or something, yeah. Yeah, they had a window there, and then they got McCaffrey, and everybody thought McCaffrey was just going to seal the deal for them, and he just, I don't know. All right, last question.
Yeah, Jawan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. Last question. Flag burning just back into the spotlight. Trump signed an executive order to make it illegal, even though the Supreme Court has ruled it's protected speech under the First Amendment. So here's the question. What do you think about burning your country's flag in protest or as speech of some sort? Should the U.S. Supreme Court revisit this, or is this just political theater? And now, since Nzo is one of our border buddies from the north there in Canada,
51.
what does it look like from outside the U.S. when we fight over something like this? So that's for you, Nzo. But the rest of it, for you, Nzo, basically the questions is what do you think about people in your country burning your country flag as protest or free speech? And what do you think currently it looks like with us talking about that here in the United States? And then Danny and I will hit the ones where we talk about the Supreme Court and all that. You can weigh into that too. I don't care. That's fine. All right. So let's get Danny. Or no, Danny just went. I'll go first.
I'm ready for this one, buddy.
Awesome. Good. Here's the thing. It's been talked about before. Every time we revisit these things, it costs taxpayers money somehow, some way, and it's ridiculous. If the Supreme Court currently in its form reverses this, I think that they are absolutely the most puppet organization in the United States right now. I don't agree with burning the flag as a form of protest. But when people like Danny and myself signed up for the military, I think we decided that we were fighting to give people that right. Now, whether or not I agree with it, that doesn't matter. There's a proper way to do it. You can drop it off at American Legion, VFW, several other places, and they will respectfully burn it to retire a flag. That's the only time that you should be doing it. But because the Supreme Court has labeled this as First Amendment right, I believe in the First Amendment right. So if you believe that that's how you have to do something to tell people your beliefs, I guess you have the right to. I shake my head and I think it's ridiculous because I don't know what that proves. Because if you're arguing over one thing, let's say it's LGBTQ rights or something like that, and you're burning a flag because of that, well, that's just one thing. That doesn't mean the rest of the United States things and the rest of the things the United States stand for are bad. You're burning a country's flag, an image of the country, the whole country, all its beliefs, all of its values, and you're talking about one belief or one value, not all of it. So I don't think that you're burning it for the right reason. Now, I could be wrong. It's a personal belief and it's my opinion, which is why I also say that it shouldn't be changed, that this is something that people should be allowed to do. I think for people who don't believe in it, it should anger you. That's your right to be angered over it. But we've dealt with this before. It's been decided that it's protected under the First Amendment, and I think it is political theater, day in and day out. It's just one more thing to make the people who are hardline Trump fans just go, yeah, look at what he's doing. He's bringing it back to the people. He's letting us, he's protecting our rights. We're doing this for the right reasons. And that is ridiculous. It is stupid that he even tried to bring this back up again. And I hope to God that the Supreme Court throws it out and says, we're not going over this again, or says, nope, it is protected. One of those two. That's where I stand with this. Which one of you guys want to go next?
I can go.
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Danny.
You can go.
No, go ahead. No, you can go.
All right, Danny said he was chomping at the bit anyway. So we're going to go, Danny. Go.
I definitely think they should leave this alone because when you start changing the amendment, it's gonna start. Well, we did it one time, so let's keep doing it again and keep doing it again. If you hadn't changed the amendment, in my opinion, in all these many years it's been in existence, don't start it now, especially when this particular president seems to have such a polarizing effect on the country, and they're going to be like, well, he did this, let's do that. And it seems like to a certain extent, to a certain demographic, that he's very, very divisive. So I don't know if I'd be playing this, because sometimes it's all about timing. I don't think this is the time that certain things should be changed. There should be a time when things should try to be as stable as humanly possible. But me personally, burning of the flag is nothing that I would do, because I love this country. I went and try to defend this country by enlisting. It's something that we fought for. Everything, like in particularly in law enforcement, there's certain laws that I definitely don't agree with. I think they should be banned. I think they're archaic, but it's not my job to like the laws. It's my job to enforce the laws. So that's how I look at it. I wouldn't burn a flag, but if I see you next door, you pay for that flag, your hard-earned money, and whatever country or whatever particular politician, whatever rule or whatever regulation come out, and you're in your house, in your yard, on your property, and you're quietly burning the flag and saying, the heck with this, the heck with that, whatever, and you're not disturbing me or anybody else, you have the right to do that. The same way, I'd rather you burn the flag than burn down a business or a house or somebody else's property. If that's your way of being defiant, or that's your way of protesting, and you bring a flag that you purchased, then have at it. But like, some of these people get mad and get crazy and then go out and start looting the town and looting the city and burning this and burning that. That's what I got a problem with. So, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with it. There are a lot of things in the United States, in the world, I don't agree with. But at the end of the day, we have certain freedoms and liberties, so we have to abide by that. Because maybe one day you're going to get to a spot or a position in your life where you want to burn the flag, and then now, 2 years before that you get to that spot, you're all about, no, don't burn the flag. But then something puts you in that position, something puts you in that place, you want to burn the flag, and now because you are so gung ho now and support the law, and let's just say hypothetically it does get changed, and if you burn a flag, you go to jail. Now you're gonna go to jail for something, and then so I just don't think it's a good idea to change the Constitution at this point, especially under this set of circumstances, especially under this president that, in my time on this earth, he's been the most divisive president sitting in office. So I would not change it if it were me.
That might be a question for one of these weeks that you just brought up, and I'll talk about it maybe next time. All right, new poll up, guys. New poll. And Anzo, 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Yeah. So I know you guys are gonna get into all the Supreme Court stuff, and I really haven't been paying attention to that, but I'll mostly talk about the flag burning stuff. Um, I don't care. It's a flag. You know what I mean? I have never been this patriotic person to where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe people are burning the flag. Oh my God, what they're so imbecile. I find it so dumb. Like, there's so much other things in this world that you need to be worrying about than worrying about people burning a darn flag, right? Not everybody's patriotic. Like, I personally am not going to war for Canada. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting for a country. What the fuck? What has the country done for me? Right? What has this country done for me? Right? Everything I get, everything you do, you work for, you have, yeah, okay, you can say, well, you have the opportunity to do it, but at the same time, that's what capitalism is, giving you the opportunity to do things and make money and do all of this stuff. So that's what I do. But other than that, to sit there and say that I'm going to give my life or put my life on the line for a country, it will never happen. Never happen. I don't. And hey, to the people who have done it, Danny, you've served. Respect to you. Respect to all the veterans out there who have done it. You guys can do that stuff. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I guess you could say we have a lot of the freedoms we have because you guys went and did what you did. And that's not a problem. I get that 100%. There's some people that are built for it. There are some people that are not built for it. I'm not built for it, but I'm also at the mindset where I don't care. Even if I was built for it, you know what I mean? Even if I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm built, I can go out there, sniper, and do all of this stuff. Even if I had all of those skills, I would use that to protect my family my friends, and the people that mean the most to me. I'm not going to do that to protect the country. I'm just not that type of a person. I'm not going to war and especially with nowadays, right? You see people are going to war, Russia and Ukraine, right? Russia and Ukraine, what they are doing is a genocide. People in Russia are going to fight for Russia, but not only are they doing that, it is a genocide. They are killing innocent people left and right. So at the same time, you could be going to war on the wrong purposes, right? That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. People are talking about how, oh, they're doing it because Hamas and the terrorists. That is not why Russia is going to war. They want the land. They want what the land in Ukraine. That's what they're doing. So at the end of the day, I'm not fighting for no country. So I don't care about burning flags. Burn the flag all you want to. It's no skin off my back. Doesn't hurt me.
Okay, very good. Let me get this. All right. And we got one more poll, guys. One more poll to come up here. And let me get that one started, and then we'll start with this next one. All right. Yeah. So I think Danny said it basically like how I feel. I fought for the right for people to do that. I don't agree with it. I don't think that it's something that should be done, but I do agree that it's their right to do it. I also see Anzo's point. I see that, some people are going to feel like that. It's just a flag. It's a piece of fabric. So exactly what does that mean? But, I remember my dad telling me when I was when my father was, when I was a kid, and he would see people not stand up for the national anthem and stuff, and I could see in his eyes that he was not happy. But my father was a Vietnam veteran, and he came home to a lot of divisiveness, and a lot of people didn't like him because he went to war, and yet he still believed in their right not to do those things. Didn't make him happy, but he believed in the right. And I think that's what's important. And that's why, like Danny said, we need to leave it alone. It is a freedom and a right. And if we start taking freedoms and rights away from people, then what are we doing? Danny?
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, we're talking about it just for the last bit here.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I think you're talking about your dad and stuff, and
Yeah.
this is something that's very, very touchy to some people, because some people feel more patriotic than others, and some people feel more inclined or not inclined to do certain things, and that's fine. Because I kind of went to the service for the wrong reasons, kind of sort of, but then once I got in there, I kind of learned the lessons and the true meaning behind it. But just gonna go back to what I said earlier. I think this is not the right time to change under this leadership, under this particular president. It is not the right time to make any kind of drastic changes, because it's not gonna. Even if the changes are for the better, there are going to be some people out there skeptical, some people out there saying this, that, and the other, and it may be opening Pandora's box, so to speak. And we don't need any more of that, because it's already been open too much in my mind in some aspects. So I would just kind of let things lie, and as long as the protest is peaceful, they bought the flag, they bought the property, whatever the case may be. I'd rather for them to burn that flag and that property than go out and start looting some of these towns and cities and making all these burnings and stuff that we've seen in the past when civil unrest became prevalent. And I don't want to see that. I definitely don't want to see that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No. Do you think I don't even know. I don't think there's anything that's been said about it up in Canada. I don't think anybody really thinks about it. I mean, that's another thing.
No.
A lot of people.
I don't think the country really
Exactly.
Hold
I was gonna
that
say,
flag sacred. Like
you
maybe
go to
some of
places like
maybe like
go ahead.
China. I don't think you burn over there because you probably be killed on the spot. But
I don't think it's as important to people there. I think it's used as a military
I don't
thing.
know, boy. I think some of them
But-
people. It's hard to say how those dictatorships and those
Mhm.
communist
That's true.
countries think. I don't know. You hear a lot of stories. You don't know whether the stories are true or not. So I don't know. But
We give you just a little bit longer to vote on this one, guys. Go vote on this poll. Yeah, I mean, I remember going over to Germany, and you find out, and you go over there in other countries, like they don't understand it. They're like, I don't know, you guys have one in like in every other house and all this stuff. Over in Germany, for years, they didn't fly a flag because they felt that flying a singular flag would lead to basically like a third right situation again. Because
I don't have one. I don't have an American flag. I got one American flag. I don't have it flying, but I have it in my garage. But shit, I can't tell how many Marine Corps flags I got. I probably got about 6 or 7.
Yeah, I
In
got
fact,
quite a few.
In fact, I gave away about 4 earlier this year.
Mm-hmm. I know that trying to think here. I know that I have about 5 or 6. I have of course the one my father that was done at his funeral.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So I have several, and then I have one that I have out in my garage that's on a pole that I go ahead and fly when the weather's correct. Because I think Danny will tell you there's a lot of rules behind the flag here in the United States. That's another thing people don't understand. There's rules. If you have it out at night, you're supposed to have a light on it. If it gets a tear in it, you're supposed to take it and have it respectfully burnt by somebody else or by like I said, VFW or
if it touches the ground, you're supposed to destroy it.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of rules that, again, when you go to other countries, it isn't like that. So I don't know. All right. Well, let's go over the polls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Boy, I had quite a few on here. So the first one was let's see here if I can find it.
Excuse me.
You're fine. First one, is it a surprise that Anzo picked the lightsaber? Yes, 100%. I don't know who thought that. 100% of people thought that was a surprise. Wow, that's crazy. Which stolen movie item would cause the biggest real world disaster? The Infinity Gauntlet got 100%. I agree. Let's see what the next one was. Which host's pick would you actually steal if you could? Danny picked the Infinity Gauntlet. He got 66%, and I got 33%. So there you go. Next one was before it says, okay, chat, before Chris speaks, does he overhype the Chiefs or undersell them? What do you think? What do you think people said? No, 100% of people said I would undersell it. No. This early in the season, especially, no, I'll go balls to the wall on that one. Which team is most likely to disappoint their fans this year? The Dallas Cowboys. My team, sadly, whoever that is that votes. And then the Packers or the Jets. Cowboys got 66%, which I'm sure they'd win almost every year. And then let's see here. It says my team sadly got 33%. Next up would be let's see here.
Can't hear you. Y'all hear me?
No. Oh no, we hear you, Danny. We hear you.
I can't hear Chris at all.
Is he talking?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I don't hear him either. You
test.
Muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we got you.
Okay, I don't know. All right, chat. Before Danny speaks, does he come in hot with a hardline Patriot take free speech take, or something more chaotic? 50% went hardline patriot.
For me?
Yeah. A free speech take 25% and something more chaotic 25%. Interesting. Huh.
I can see that.
Will Canada ever make flag burning illegal? No, got 66%. And 33% said, who cares? It's hockey season. Should burning the U.S. flag remain protected speech? Yes. Free speech no matter what, 75%. I don't care. I'm with Nzo eating poutine, 25%. And no, it should be banned, 0%. There you go, guys. That's our polls tonight. I need to get a mod to do this because doing all of it, my God, that's crazy. Let's see here. Well, it is that time. We've got nine to answer tonight. So you know what that means, guys. Here we
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now for the moment that everyone's been waiting for. It's Chaos Central's Final 5 Fact or Fiction.
Yes, it's Final 5 Fact or Fiction, where we take 5 statements and we say fact or fiction. That's the only 2 answers you can have. And then we try to make this happen really quick. And like I said, technically 2 months, but 10 topics, and we're going to answer 9 of them tonight. I believe none of the other ones have been done. So we'll still keep an eye on this, but those are the longer ones. So that happens. Right now, I am in the lead with 1 point. I do not know where it's going to be tonight because I didn't really look. I just looked to see if they were answered or not. But we're going to go right now, and we're going to start with the first one that we're going to answer tonight. Let me go here. Here we go. Final 5 Fact or Fiction. Question number 1 from week 34. Superman Legacy, which is what it was called originally, and now it's just Superman, is coming to the theater near you on July 11th with the Snyder Bros threatening a day 1 review bomb. Fact or Fiction, Superman Legacy will make at least $1 billion. We all know what happened, right? It's like 600 something, give or take some money. It didn't make it. So let me look for 34 right here. Let's see here. Question number 1. Danny says fiction. He gets a point. Nzo says fact. He loses a point. He doesn't get a point. And I said fiction. So there you go.
Said it'll make $1 billion? Oh, yeah, I did say fact because I thought it would.
Yeah. It happens.
It's okay. I'll give you guys one. You know, I'm so used to winning all the time. It's like I might as well just, you know what? I'm gonna give Danny and Chris a chance. All right, so let's just do that.
Okay.
All right. So Danny gets 1. I go up to 2, and we'll minimize that, and we'll go here, and we will bring up. What was that?
What's the scores right now?
Nzo 0, where he belongs.
No.
I have 2. Oh, what?
Oh, so we start. No, we're not continuing.
Yeah, we started on 2 shows ago, or 2 shows ago, not this, including this show. Started over in round 2. So we are at you with 1 right now. I have 2. Nzo has 0. Question number 2 from week 34. Before Superman Legacy, audiences will hear that familiar roar. Jurassic World Rebirth is coming on July 2nd. Now, fact or fiction, will Jurassic World Rebirth make at least $1 billion? I think we all said
fact.
I said no.
Nope, you said fact right here.
It did?
Yep.
I should have said no.
It's one of those things. I think we
all thought that, buddy.
Yeah. Not necessarily.
It's at like 815 or 850. It tried, but again, I'm going to bring up Nzo's point that really until they make somebody say no, we're not going to show it immediately on streaming. I mean, it was on streaming like after 4 weeks of it being in the theater. It stayed in theater, and it was on some streaming services. Like I think Amazon allowed you to like rent it. It's like, as long as they do that, it's going to really make these numbers drop.
It's at 8:44 now.
Yeah, it's on streaming though now, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
done. Yeah,
I mean, it was on streaming almost like literally within like really quick. So
It made
we
it
all said,
money in the international, boy. Whew.
oh yeah. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna go to the next one. Give me a second here. Close these up as I go along. All right. Question number 3 from week 34. Yet another reboot is coming to theaters in 2025. I Know What You Did Last Summer is coming. Fact or fiction, the reboot will make more than the original. I don't know what we said about this. I really don't.
I don't
Fiction, and I said fact because I figured, well, hell, it's easy to make more money than you did back then. But guess what? It made like 65 million. The first one made 125 million. So you guys each get a point. I do not. How about that?
as it should be.
No, listen to you. That's 1, by the way. Danny's tied. You aren't. You're still behind where you belong.
For now, I was behind for the whole season last year, and look what happened there. So,
Yeah. I got called out for that. I know. Jeez, I can't win or lose. All right, close this one. In the reboot for I Know What You Did Last Summer, Jennifer Love Hewitt is reprising her role as Julie James. Fact or fiction, Julie James will die in this movie. The truth is she did not. So what do we say? Fiction, and I said fact. So you guys each get another point, and I do not. I just don't understand why you don't kill her off. Kill the series off, that's for sure. But you didn't kill her off. That probably would have kept the series going. Let's see.
I ain't watched the series. I don't know one way or the other.
I know. No, I looked it up, and I mean, again, because it's yeah, no, they didn't kill her off. They killed the series off because, again, it bombed. I mean, like bombed. Because if you take the 120 some odd million the first one made and you put it in today's terms, that's probably like 450 million. And you count that today's money is today's money. It made 60 some odd million. So it really just stunk it up. Bad. Let's see here. Next one. Boom. Go. Question number 5 from week 34. It says Fantastic Four movie will be released on July 25th. There have been tons of leaks, and many believe they know the ending. Fact or fiction, the Fantastic Four will be considered a flop. Now, there's some debate here. I think Danny and I would say no. How much did the Fantastic Four steps?
like 500 and almost 600 million.
It is at 5. Right now it's at like 520 or something. I don't know. I had to go look. What does it say on Box Office Mojo?
I'm looking now. 490.
That's not right. I don't think. You're clipping there, Danny. We can't hear you. Hello? Nope. Oh well.
Right now, can you hear me?
Yep, now we can. That's weird because I see 520, I see 490 on here. I don't know. So I don't know. How do you guys want to put this?
Okay, what did you say you see?
It's between 490, 520 million.
I'll look at it now, and it says 490. How much was the budget?
I'm looking here.
Fantastic for budget?
It was 200 million. So probably not.
You got to make at least 600 million if you.
Oh, wait. But we said something about. Didn't we say something about how it looked on Rotten Tomatoes though?
I don't know.
Because I know that it
Rotten Tomato score for Fantastic.
I think we said if it matched with Superman or was plus or minus 3%, right?
You got an 88% from the critics, which is considered a fresh and a win for Marvel Studios.
Okay, let me see here. Awesome Sun. We're gonna go Superman.
I know we said something about Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't remember.
Yeah. So, well, okay. So you have Fantastic Four up, right?
Yep.
Second here. Lock it off here. All right.
It's 87 by the critics and 91 by the fans.
So 83 and 90. What was the Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four is 87 and 91.
So I think that if you take it by that metric, it was not a flop.
Yeah, it don't matter, whichever way.
I think it was plus or minus 3% is what we said, because we talked about the fact that these movies don't make what they used to make and the numbers are subjective. So
so it made 400 and how much million?
490.
490 to 520, because if I look it up online, it says 520.
I said that's a flop.
Well, you say it's a flop, but I think if I remember right, and you can go back and watch, I think we said plus or minus 3% of what Superman has on Rotten Tomatoes, because at the time it was even with them, and now it's higher than it.
Mm-hmm.
So money wise, that doesn't make sense if you say that this is a flop, but it says it's better than both scores says it's better than Superman.
I don't have a clue. I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
it don't matter. Whatever.
Well, we can throw this one out. I mean,
no. Okay. Whatever we said, we'll go with what we said.
Danny says fact. Danny said fact, and you and I said fiction. So if we go by that plus or minus 3%, it means that Nzo and I get a point. And we are done with week 34. So let's go to the tally. Oops, that's for week 36. Tally. Here we go. We're all at 3 now. Tied up. All right. Week 35. Go through here. We have 4 of these, I believe. There we go. All right. Shedeur Sanders is one of the many QBs who will likely take the field for Cleveland Browns this preseason. Fact or fiction, Sanders will be named the starting QB of the Browns, and he is not. It is Joe Flacco. I think we kind of all knew that was going to happen. I think we all said fiction. We're going to find out. Yep. Fiction. We all get a point.
He should be, though.
Well, I don't necessarily think he shouldn't be. I mean, what's going to hurt to put him out there? He's your young guy, and see what he does.
Tell you what, that whole Sanders family, I did a video about them. They had pissed
Mhm.
off football league. I don't know what they did, but them suckers, they got targets all on their back, buddy. They should feel like they're like they are being hunted by predators.
You surprised me, Danny.
What?
Hmm?
What?
That they're being hunted by predators.
That's what it sounds like to me. Shoot, they got the red dots all on their back, buddy.
All right. Many people are saying that the Fantastic Four may be doomed before it takes off because of the overuse of Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal's casting won't hurt the Fantastic Four. I don't think it did. I heard lots of people say that he actually did a really good job in it.
I don't think
So.
Neither do I. It had nothing to do with him.
Okay. Then let's go and find out. Week 35, Danny said fact. Nzo said fact, and I said fact. So we don't get a point. Question number 3. Now that Jurassic World Rebirth and Superman 2025 have been released, we can speculate Superman 2025 will outpace Jurassic World Rebirth when their box office run is over. It did not. We know that. So Danny said fiction, I said fiction, and Nzo said fiction. We all get a point. Let's see here. One. So 5. 5 and 5. Okay. And the last one we're going to answer today is the first Happy Gilmore was a critical and box office success, so much so that there's a Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out July 2020 or July 25th. Happy Gilmore 2 will also be considered a success. Everything I've seen says it's not as good as the first, but it's still good.
It's a success, but
well, I mean, I'll look again here.
I watched it. It was. Let's see.
I have overview is Happy Gilmore 2 is considered a success primarily due to the immense popularity on Netflix, breaking viewership records following an open weekend and continuing to rewrite the streaming platform's record books. While critical reception was mixed, the film was a commercial success on the streaming giant, boosted this by a significant portion and cameos from major celebrities like Taylor Swift and numerous professional golfers. So I haven't seen it yet, but everything I see says that it's considered a success. So and he said fiction, I said fiction, you said fiction, Nzo. So that means we all don't get a point. I guess we just don't know what we're talking about.
I think it's trash, but okay.
Or we do. All right. Time for this week's.
Yeah, we all said the same.
Yeah, we all said fiction. Okay. No, we said fiction. We said it wasn't going to be a success. Question number 1 for this week is it's time for some football. Our 3 teams, the Washington Commanders, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fact or fiction will all be at least 500 at the end of September. Let me get the 26 or week 36. Here we go. Danny.
Fact.
Nzo.
Okay, what was the question?
The Kansas City Chiefs, Washington Commanders, and Pittsburgh Steelers are our 3 teams. All 3 teams will be at least 500 at the end of September, meaning at least over, even.
Mm-hmm.
Have a winner
by the end of the year. Okay, I'll go.
No. By end of September.
By the end of September, I'll go fact.
Okay.
Even though I don't think the Commanders will, but
watch them out.
Oh! Shots fired. Oh man, here we go. All right, I say fact also. Question number 2. It says it's time for some football. 3 teams. We know the 3 teams. Fact or fiction will all be tied for the top of their division will all be tied or at the top of their division by the end of September.
Fiction.
Fiction. Okay. I say fiction. I say all. We're talking about all 3 teams. So.
Being tied?
No. So individually, they will all in their own divisions be tied at the top or be at the top of their division. Meaning, like if they have 3 games, they're 2-1, and there's somebody else that's 2-1 with them, or something like that, or they're at the top. So it's at the top or tied for the top spot of their division by the end of September. Danny and I said fiction. All 3 teams, not fiction. 1 or 2.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. All 3 fiction.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So we know the Redskins ain't going to be there.
Oh my God! Wow, Danny.
I didn't listen to that clown.
Question number 3. Our 3 teams, fact or fiction, will be undefeated at the end of September.
Oh, that's definitely fiction.
I say fiction also.
Fiction.
Fiction. All right. And now all 3 teams will make it to the playoffs. I say fact.
Fact.
I say fact.
Okay. What are you messing with there? Oh, I see. It's a
get my workout in.
Yeah, I see.
Go, Danny. Go, Danny. Go. Go, Danny. Go,
I think
Danny,
you're the reason why he's doing it, though. I think he's thinking about your head being in between that.
Mm-hmm.
Calling his
more you than me, bro.
Oh no, I think the Commanders thing is getting to him. All right, last one. It's time for some football. Time for some speculation. We all know that Mahomes is the best QB.
What?
Fact or fiction? Jaden Daniels will shock the world and be MVP.
Fiction.
Yeah, I gotta go with fiction too.
Well, I mean, dude, I saw him do some passes last year.
I think it's gonna be Lamar Jackson.
I think Lamar, Jared Allen, or not Jared Allen,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Thank you. Sorry. I think those 2 guys are always a sure bet. If Burrow figures it out, like if that team kind of figures it out again this year, he always has a good chance. Mahomes has a chance, but I don't think Mahomes cares. So I don't think he really looks for anything that makes him do it. He's flashy and fun to watch, but I don't think he will put up the numbers. Who else could do it?
Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love could do it. I mean, and honestly, I say fiction, but Jaden Daniels could do it. I just think
he could do it. I don't think he's ready yet. I
don't think so either.
2 years out of that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Danny was fact, fiction, fiction, fact, fiction. Nzo was fact, fiction, fiction, fact, fiction. I was fact, fiction, fiction, fact, fiction. That is what we have. It's going to get saved right now. Boom, saved. It's in the books. And these should be answered. 4 of them will be answered by the end of September, which is what we're trying to do, is keep them nice and tight. And we should also know, I mean, we can look at the records at the point we do the next show, and we'll know yes or no, or if we need to wait again. But this one will be at the end of the year, of course. But with that said, guys, great show, I think. Got a lot of answered in questions. Happy about that. So let's go around one more time and have you guys talk about yourself and what you got going on. Danny, start with you.
Well, you can find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom. Also on my other channel, The Way I See It. I'm uploading a bunch of shorts on The Way I See It. Anything that tickles my fancy. Mainly I'm doing the NFL now and a little bit of Superman going back and forth with Rob. If you watch his latest video, I kind of did one back and forth at him. Also doing the spiritual stuff on Mondays and Fridays. OOC sometime with Nzo to hang out, Guy Scar, DJ the guys, and Storms live on Sundays. And of course, we're doing the two. Good Lord, I can't believe I mean two round tables of aliens, Earth.
You don't want me to come up and do it?
Come on, do no,
with you guys.
I'm not doing a third. Oh, I don't care. I don't.
No, it's up to you.
On says, I'll come up. What day? You're doing it on Fridays, right?
Yeah, we do it on Fridays. Yeah, Fridays.
What time?
8.
Okay.
8 EST.
Send me a link. I'll try to be there. It just depends because this Friday I won't be able to. I know that because get my teeth done. Fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but maybe next Friday or the Friday after. So, okay. Thank you very much, Danny, for being here as always. Nzo, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself, what you got going on.
Biggaford Entertainment, you know the channel. Tomorrow night will be the breakdown of Twisted Metal. Wednesday will be the OOC and the watch party for the final 3 episodes of Twisted Metal. Then Thursday we'll be back again for. Oh no, actually, it's Thursday we do the round table for Alien.
No, it's Friday.
Thursday, because Friday we do the Peacemaker breakdown.
Oh,
yeah, so Peacemaker Friday, and then if I get everything set, this Saturday will be the first episode of a show we're doing, so make sure to check that out. Should be interesting. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Not a problem. As always, appreciate both of you guys being here. I am Chris Knight. The Real Review 3000 is my channel, Honstar YT. You can find me doing some stuff over there. Of course, on Nzo and Danny's channel every once in a while. And here on Chaos Central, the first 3 Mondays of every month, we're here doing one of 3 shows. I know next, are we doing the draft on Saturday still, or are we going to do it before Danny's show?
I thought it was going to be on Monday. I thought that was
Sunday.
I thought.
Oh no, because
I thought Roberto said he couldn't do it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, did he? I didn't.
I think we said Monday.
I thought it was Monday for holiday.
Hold on. I gotta check that. I actually left my phone at work, so I can't check any of the messages.
That's fine.
But when I get there tomorrow, I'll look at them.
Just keep an eye out, guys. And we will do our draft. I think we do it live on here. We'll do it either Sunday or Monday, and you can check that out, and then you can kind of keep an eye on that because I think we'll probably be starting back up with the oh God, now why is my brain so out of it?
Because you're Chris.
About Square One.
Yeah, thank you, Square One. My God, no, it's just that time of night. Yeah, we'll probably be starting back up with Square One, right?
Yeah, should be.
And doing our picks and everything for the games and all that. So check that out, guys.
Everyone but us doesn't like Alien Earth.
Who said that?
Shifty.
That's not necessarily true.
All the other shows I watch kind of. Now he said everyone but us.
Alien
Earth.
Really? I mean, I've seen a lot of divisiveness about it, but I said it's going to be divisive if they can't answer the questions. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. That's another day.
Yeah,
all right, guys.
Y'all need some rope because y'all be way deep down in that rabbit hole, buddy.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. We had, I think, up to 20 some odd people watching at one time or another. That was great. Love having that. Good to have conversation. Hopefully, you guys enjoy having all those polls out there. Keep you interactive. But with that said, guys, we're officially out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.